Imagine waking up in a world where one city controls millions of people, where roads stretch farther than the eye can see, where armies never seem to lose, and where one emperor can change the fate of an entire continent with a single decision. This is not a fantasy. This is the incredible story of the Roman Empire, a civilization so powerful that even after it disappeared, the modern world continued to follow its laws, its engineering, its language, and its ideas. But here's the real question. How did a small city on the banks of the Tiber River become the greatest empire the world had ever seen? And more importantly, why did such an unstoppable empire eventually collapse? Stay with me until the end, because this story has everything: ambition, betrayal, genius, war, glory, and one of the greatest downfalls in human history. More than 700 years ago, according to legend, Rome was founded by twin brothers Romulus and Remus. Raised by a she-wolf after being abandoned as babies, the brothers grew up to build a city. Their dream ended in tragedy when Romulus killed Remus and became the first king of Rome. Whether the story is true or not, it became the foundation of Roman identity. In its early years, Rome was nothing more than a small settlement surrounded by stronger neighbors. But the Romans possessed something special. They refused to give up. Every defeat became a lesson, and every victory made them stronger. Over time, Rome replaced its kings with a republic. Instead of one ruler holding all power, elected officials and the Senate governed the state. This system encouraged competition, ambition, and military success. Roman generals expanded their territory step by step, conquering nearby tribes and eventually dominating the entire Italian peninsula. Rome's greatest challenge arrived when it faced Carthage, a wealthy and powerful city across the Mediterranean. The Punic Wars became one of the most famous conflicts in history. The Carthaginian general Hannibal shocked the world by leading thousands of soldiers and massive war elephants across the Alps into Italy. Imagine seeing elephants marching through snowy mountains. It was something no one believed possible. For years, Hannibal defeated Roman armies again and again. Many believed Rome was finished, but the Romans never surrendered. Instead of giving up, they rebuilt their armies repeatedly until General Scipio Africanus invaded North Africa, forcing Hannibal to return home. At the Battle of Zama, Rome finally defeated its greatest enemy forever. That victory transformed Rome into the dominant power of the Mediterranean. As Roman territory expanded, so did its wealth. Gold, silver, food, and slaves poured into the Republic. Grand temples, theaters, and massive public buildings appeared across the growing nation. Yet success created new problems. Powerful generals became richer than the government itself. Soldiers became loyal to their commanders rather than to Rome. Political corruption spread through the Senate. One man would take advantage of this chaos. His name was Julius Caesar. Caesar was one of history's greatest military commanders. His conquest of Gaul, much of modern-day France and Belgium, brought enormous wealth to Rome and unmatched fame to himself. When political rivals ordered him to surrender his army, Caesar made a decision that changed history forever. He crossed the Rubicon River. Crossing that river was an act of rebellion against the Republic. Civil war followed. Caesar defeated his enemies and declared himself dictator for life. Many Romans admired him. Others feared he wanted to become a king. On the Ides of March in 44 BC, a group of senators surrounded Caesar inside the Senate House. They stabbed him 23 times. Among them was Brutus, a man Caesar trusted deeply. As Caesar fell, the Republic entered one final civil war. Out of the chaos emerged Caesar's adopted son, Octavian. He defeated Mark Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium and became Rome's first emperor. history remembers him as Augustus. Under Augustus, the Roman Empire officially began. This was the start of the Pax Romana, or Roman peace, nearly 200 years of remarkable stability and prosperity. Trade flourished across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Roman engineers built roads so strong that many still exist today. Aqueducts carried fresh water into cities. Massive amphitheaters entertained thousands. The Colosseum became one of the greatest architectural achievements ever constructed. Gladiators battled for survival before roaring crowds. Some fought willingly for fame. Others fought because they had no choice. Meanwhile, Roman soldiers guarded borders stretching thousands of miles. The Roman legions became the most disciplined military force of the ancient world. Every soldier trained relentlessly. Every formation was carefully organized. Every victory expanded Rome's influence. The empire eventually reached its greatest size under Emperor Trajan around AD 117. From Britain in the northwest to Egypt in the south and Mesopotamia in the east, Rome ruled over nearly 70 million people. No empire before it had controlled so much land around the Mediterranean. Yet even at its height, danger was everywhere. Germanic tribes threatened the northern frontier. Persian empires challenged Rome in the east. Inside the empire, ambitious generals constantly competed for power. Then came one of history's darkest periods, the crisis of the 3rd century. Emperors were assassinated one after another. Civil wars erupted repeatedly. Inflation destroyed the economy. Foreign invasions became more frequent. Disease spread rapidly across the population. At times, it seemed Rome would disappear completely. Then another remarkable leader appeared. His name was Diocletian. Realizing that one emperor could no longer control such a massive empire, he divided its administration between eastern and western regions. This temporarily restored stability. Soon after, Emperor Constantine changed history forever. Before an important battle, Constantine claimed to have seen a vision connected to Christianity. After winning, he legalized Christianity throughout the empire. Later, he founded a magnificent new capital called Constantinople. Today, we know it as Istanbul. This decision shifted the center of power toward the east. Christianity continued to grow until it eventually became the empire's dominant religion. But the Western Empire continued weakening. Heavy taxes burdened citizens. Political corruption increased. The army relied more heavily on foreign mercenaries. Power struggles never truly ended. Meanwhile, new waves of migrating tribes crossed Roman frontiers. Among them were the Visigoths. In AD 410, they achieved something once thought impossible. They sacked the city of Rome itself. For centuries, Romans believed their city could never fall. Now the impossible had become reality. Even worse was still to come. Attila the Hun emerged from the east with a terrifying army. Known as the Scourge of God, Attila devastated large parts of Europe. Although he never permanently conquered Rome, his campaigns exposed just how vulnerable the empire had become. Finally, in AD 476, the last Western Roman emperor, Romulus Augustus, was removed from power. For many historians, this marks the end of the Western Roman Empire. But the Roman story did not truly end there. The Eastern Roman Empire, known today as the Byzantine Empire, continued for nearly 1,000 more years. Its capital, Constantinople, remained one of the richest and most powerful cities on earth. It preserved Roman law, Greek learning, and Christian traditions throughout the Middle Ages. Eventually, in 1453, Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Empire. Only then did the last chapter of the Roman Empire finally close. Yet Rome never truly disappeared. Its influence lives on all around us. Modern legal systems borrow from Roman law. Many languages evolved from Latin. Road construction, engineering, architecture, military organization, and even political ideas still reflect Roman innovations. The names of months, government buildings, and countless words in everyday life trace their origins back to ancient Rome. The Roman Empire teaches us a timeless lesson. No matter how powerful a nation becomes, success alone cannot guarantee survival. Strength without unity leads to division. Wealth without responsibility creates corruption. Power without wisdom eventually destroys itself. Rome conquered much of the known world, but in the end, its greatest battles were fought from within. And perhaps that is why people remain fascinated by Rome after more than 2,000 years. Its victories inspire us, its failures warn us, its legacy reminds us that civilizations may rise and fall, but great ideas can survive forever. If you enjoyed this journey through one of history's greatest civilizations, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories from history. Let me know in the comments which empire or historical figure you want to explore next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.